God is sending you a sign tonight. Please don't ignore this message, don't scroll, because this message is reaching you at the exact moment your spirit is finally ready to understand something heaven has been trying to whisper to you for weeks, maybe even months, and listen to this because your heart needs this right now. The moment your eyes fell on these words, something in your body reacted, maybe a chill down your spine, a pressure in your chest, a shift in your breathing. Because your soul already knows this message was meant for you, divinely timed, divinely delivered, and divinely aligned with what you've been praying, crying, and quietly hoping for. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal will make your spirit light up with recognition, the way the truth does when it finally arrives after a season of confusion, and your heart needs this right now more than you realize. Heaven has been arranging a moment for you tonight, a sign so clear, so undeniable, so directly connected to your prayer that you won't be able to chalk it up to coincidence. You've been feeling a shift, unexpected emotions, strange dreams, angel numbers like 1111, 222, 555 appearing too often to ignore, sudden waves of intuition that make you pause, a pull towards something you can't name, a sense that something is coming even though you can't see it yet. Don't scroll, listen to this, because heaven is saying, you were brought here tonight on purpose. This is not random. This is not an accident. This is alignment. You are stepping into a chapter where God is going to answer something you've been carrying alone for far too long, something you've tried to release but couldn't, something you tried to distract yourself from but felt pulling on you even harder. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal is going to hit your spirit in a way that feels almost unreal, but your heart needs this right now more than you know. Someone connected to you, someone your soul has been tied to through emotion, memory, or destiny, has been thinking about you intensely, feeling you, dreaming of you, wondering about you in ways they haven't told a single person. They've been trying to fight it, trying to push it away, trying to silence what they feel, but heaven is dealing with them, working on them, nudging them toward truth, clarity, and honesty. They see signs too. They hear your name in places that don't make sense. They wake up with you on their mind. They feel waves of emotion that hit them out of nowhere. Their soul is getting louder than their fear. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to say next is something your spirit already suspects. This person carries a secret, not a dark secret, but a deep one. They've been hiding how much they care, how much they miss you, how much they wish things were different, and heaven is getting ready to expose their true feelings, not to embarrass them, but to align what is divinely meant. You've been pulled toward them for a reason. They've been pulled toward you for a reason. The timing wasn't right before, but it's shifting now. Don't scroll, listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. God is sending you a sign tonight that will confirm what you've been feeling intuitively, a sign that will tell you whether this connection is meant to move forward or meant to be released. It may come through a dream. It may come through numbers. It may come through a message. It may come through something unexpected that makes your entire body react. But you will know. And when you know, your spirit will feel a sense of peace you haven't felt in a long time. Don't scroll, because heaven is not done speaking. You've been tired lately, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and that's because you've been fighting battles you didn't even realize were spiritual. Someone has been jealous of you. Someone has spoken your name with envy. Someone has tried to compete with you without you even knowing. But here's the truth heaven is making clear: none of it will work. None of it can stop what God has for you. You are too protected, too chosen, too aligned for anything formed against you to prosper. Don't scroll, because the next line is the one your soul has been waiting for. Tonight marks the beginning of a shift in your life. Clarity, love, purpose, protection, blessing, and breakthrough are aligning faster than you expect, and you are stepping into a destiny that has been waiting for you to emotionally be ready to receive it. Something is coming, and your spirit knows it. Tonight, God will show you the sign. Don't ignore it. Your moment has arrived. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal to you will make your spirit light up with recognition, and your heart needs this right now more than you realize, because after you received that first message, something in your energy shifted, something in your atmosphere stirred, almost like the universe leaned a little closer to you and whispered, "Pay attention now," and even if you tried to brush it off or pretend you didn't feel it, deep down you know something has been moving behind the scenes of your life that you can't quite explain, something stirring in the background like a spiritual wind pushing you toward a moment you were always meant to reach, and the reason you're still here, still reading, still pulled into this message is because heaven is trying to show you something that your mind hasn't caught up to yet. Don't scroll, listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. Lately, you've been experiencing things you can't explain. Random chills, sudden waves of emotion, angel numbers like 111, 222, 444 appearing at the strangest but most perfect times, dreams that feel too real, thoughts that don't feel like your own, intuitive hits that shock you with their accuracy, and all of that is spiritual communication, signals from the divine realm, attempts from heaven to warn you, guide you, protect you, and prepare you. You may not fully understand it, but your soul does. Your spirit recognizes these signs because you are waking up in ways you weren't even aware of. And listen, don't scroll yet, because your heart needs this right now. Heaven has been trying to get your attention because someone connected to you energetically is going through something intense, and their emotions have been brushing up against yours like waves crashing onto a shoreline, and you've been feeling their fear, their longing, their regret, their confusion, even their desire to reconnect, and you might have wondered, why am I feeling this? Where is this coming from? This is where it gets deeper. There is a spiritual bond between you and someone whose soul has been tugging on yours, someone who has been thinking about you non-stop, someone who has been replaying conversations, rereading old messages, scrolling through memories they tried to bury, because something about you refuses to leave their heart. Don't scroll, listen closely, because your heart needs this right now. This person has been seeing signs too. Your initials randomly, moments that remind them of you without warning, dreams that wake them up in the middle of the night because your presence feels so real, and every sign they're getting is pointing them back toward you. They're being spiritually redirected, spiritually corrected, spiritually awakened to the truth they avoided for too long. And while all of this is happening, heaven has been working overtime to protect your spirit, because someone else. Someone jealous, someone insecure, someone intimidated by your light, someone who doesn't want you to step into your blessing, has been trying to interfere with your peace, but their access is being revoked right now, their influence is being cut off, their intentions are being exposed, because heaven is clearing your path for what's coming next. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. The reason your emotions have been unpredictable, the reason your energy has been sensitive, the reason you've been feeling like something is about to happen, is because the divine shift is already in motion. The breakthrough isn't coming, it's unfolding. The blessing isn't approaching, it's aligning. The clarity you've been praying for is forming in the spiritual realm, and soon it will appear in the physical. And this next part is important. God is sending you a sign tonight because there is a decision ahead of you, a conversation approaching you, a revelation coming toward you that will change everything about your relationships, your direction, your understanding, and your destiny. This sign will show up in a way that feels impossible to ignore. You may see a specific number sequence, hear a name, feel a sudden emotional pull, experience a moment that feels eerily timed, or receive a message you weren't expecting, and when it happens, you will know instantly, this is it. Don't scroll now, because your heart needs this more than you think. The emotional heaviness you've been carrying is about to lift. The confusion is about to clear. The spiritual static around you is about to break. What you're stepping into next is a season where every hidden truth comes to light, every disguised intention is revealed, every delayed blessing is released, and every prayer you whispered alone in the dark is answered in ways that will leave you speechless. You're not reading this by accident. You're being prepared. You're being guided. You're being awakened. And your spirit knows exactly why you're here. If you're ready for the final part, you may tell me to continue. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal is going to hit your spirit in a way that feels almost unreal, and your heart needs this right now more than you know, so breathe slowly and let these words settle into the deepest part of you, because they are meant for you at this exact moment in your journey. You've been feeling something shifting lately. A strange emotional pressure, a heaviness behind your eyes, a buzzing in your chest, waves of intuition that come out of nowhere, and moments where it feels like the universe is trying to tap you on the shoulder but you don't know what it's trying to say. Listen to this, because this is for you. The reason you've been feeling so spiritually sensitive lately is because God has been preparing you for a revelation that is about to break open in your life in a way you won't be able to deny. And this shift isn't just happening inside of you, it's happening around someone connected to you, someone whose energy has been tied to yours in a way that defies logic, time, and distance. This person has been going through an emotional storm, a spiritual awakening, a deep internal conflict that they've been trying to hide from the world, but they can't hide it from God, and they can't hide it from you, not spiritually. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this truth. They've been thinking of you, dreaming of you, replaying conversations with you, feeling your absence, feeling your silence, feeling the energetic disconnect between you even when they pretend everything is fine on the outside. And here's the part that's been affecting you without you even realizing it. You've been feeling their emotions on top of your own. Soul ties are real. Spiritual connections are real. And this person is connected to you in a way they never understood before, but now they're being forced to. God is showing them who you are, what you mean, and what they lost, ignored, or failed to value when they had the chance. They're seeing angel numbers, they're getting signs, they're having dreams so vivid they wake up feeling your energy in the room. But listen, because this next part is why your spirit has been so restless. They're trying to find you. They're trying to understand you. They're trying to figure out how to reach you without messing up again. They feel pulled toward you like gravity, but their fear, pride, or confusion has held them back for far too long, and God is no longer letting them stay in that limbo. The universe is pushing them toward truth, toward accountability, toward revelation. And while they've been resisting, heaven has been stripping away everything that's been blocking them from seeing clearly. fake connections, distractions, insecurities, emotional walls. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this more than you realize. They aren't just missing you, they're awakening to you. They're beginning to understand that your energy keeps showing up in their spirit because you are part of their divine path, their emotional destiny, their spiritual alignment. And the part that made your intuition spike recently, the heaviness, the random waves of emotion, the sudden thoughts of them, is because their spirit has been calling out, reaching for yours. They're scared you've moved on. They're scared they've waited too long. They're scared that God is giving you to someone else who is ready, willing, and spiritually aligned with your worth in ways they weren't. And that fear is waking them up. But listen closely, because this is where everything starts to shift. God is giving you the power now. You're no longer waiting on anyone's emotional clarity. You are stepping into a season where people must come correct or not come at all. And that's why your spirit has been preparing itself, slowly detaching from old cycles, slowly letting go of emotional exhaustion, slowly returning to your own strength. You've done the healing. You've done the inner work. You've faced your own shadows. And now the universe is preparing to reward you for every moment you carried what would have broken other people. But this person, this soul tied to you, they're being given one final opportunity to rise, to speak, to act, to step into the version of themselves God always wanted them to become. They're being pushed toward you with increasing intensity, but the universe is also preparing someone else in the background, someone who sees your worth instantly, someone who doesn't have to lose you to appreciate you, someone who is not afraid of love or honesty. And God is saying, you will not be left empty-handed. If the person tied to you spiritually does not show up with truth, God will send the one who is ready. Don't scroll, because your heart needs this final confirmation. Your emotions have been shifting because your destiny is shifting. Your spirit is preparing for a major change, romantically, spiritually, energetically. Something big is aligning behind the scenes, and soon everything that felt confusing will make perfect sense. Your intuition hasn't been lying to you. Your dreams haven't been random. Your signs haven't been coincidences. Heaven has been preparing you for a moment that is approaching faster than you think, a confession, a message, a reunion, or a brand new connection that brings peace where you once had pain. Your heart is being prepared for a season where you will no longer question whether you are loved, valued, or chosen. Because God is about to show you. Don't scroll, your spirit already knows this message belongs to you. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal will make something inside you wake up, almost like your soul already knows this message belongs to you, and your heart needs this right now in a way you can feel rising through your spirit, because after everything you've silently survived, everything you've carried without recognition, everything you've battled without applause, heaven is finally stepping in to shift the atmosphere around your life. And God is preparing you for something you didn't expect but have been spiritually sensing. This stirring, this pressure, this strange emotional intensity that's been happening inside you is not random, it's not anxiety, it's not your imagination, it's a divine signal that your season is turning, and God is removing the veil over the blessing that has been hidden from you for months, maybe even years. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now, because heaven is saying that the reason your spirit has been restless, the reason you've been having sudden moments of clarity, sudden waves of emotion, sudden urges to pull away from certain people, certain habits, certain routines, is because God is trying to elevate you into a chapter that requires a different version of you, the healed you, the awakened you, the spiritually sharpened you. Don't scroll, because this is the part your spirit has been waiting to hear. God is sending signs, numbers like 111, 222, 444, dreams that feel too real to ignore, sudden thoughts of someone you haven't spoken to, or a feeling that someone is thinking about you with intensity, and none of this is coincidence. Heaven is preparing your heart for a divine connection, a soulmate energy that's been circling your life quietly, waiting for alignment, waiting for the right timing, waiting for your spirit to heal enough to receive the depth of what God is sending. But listen, your heart needs this right now, because this isn't just romantic, this is spiritual. God is awakening someone's soul to you, someone who has been battling their own confusion, their own wounds, their own hesitation, and now heaven is pushing them toward their truth. They've been seeing signs too, your name in random places, your birth numbers, songs that remind them of you, moments where they feel you in their chest without knowing why. Don't scroll, because heaven is revealing why the enemy tried so hard to distract you, drain you, and discourage you. Because what's coming is bigger than anything your past ever offered. God is removing fake connections, exposing hidden jealousy, and closing doors you kept trying to force open because He needs you free, emotionally and spiritually, to receive what He's preparing. And here's where the revelation deepens. God is sending you a sign tonight, not metaphorically, but literally. Something will happen, something small yet undeniable, something that will hit your spirit instantly, and you will know it was divine. A message, a number, a dream, a memory, a whisper in your chest. It will be the confirmation your heart has been praying for. Your spirit will recognize it instantly. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because God is saying, you're closer than you think. The shift you've been sensing is real. The blessing is in motion. The connection is aligning. The season is changing. And soon, sooner than you expect, you will look back at this moment and realize it was the exact second heaven began to reveal what's been waiting for you all along. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to reveal is something your spirit has been trying to whisper to you for weeks, and your heart needs this right now in a way that feels almost supernatural, like the timing itself is proof that this message belongs to you. Listen to this. Because everything in your life has been building toward a moment of truth, a moment of unveiling, a moment where God finally lets you see what has been happening behind the scenes, and as you read this, I want you to pay attention to the way your intuition stirs, because that sensation you feel is the confirmation you've been praying for. Don't scroll, because something is shifting around you right now, and if you pause long enough, you'll notice it. You'll notice how certain people have been acting differently, how certain energies around you feel heavier or clearer, how certain emotions rise up at the oddest times, almost like your soul is trying to warn you or guide you or reroute you to something bigger than you can see with your eyes. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. There is someone in your life, someone spiritually connected to you, who has been feeling your energy stronger than ever before, someone who has been pulled toward you by dreams, by signs, by angel numbers like 1111, 1212, 222, someone who feels the weight of your silence even when you say nothing, someone who feels the pull of your spirit even when the distance between you feels impossible to cross. And this person has been wrestling with emotions they tried to bury, truths they tried to avoid, and memories they've tried to silence. Don't scroll, because this is where the message gets deeper. This person has been carrying a secret, something they haven't told anyone, something they hide behind a calm face and confident tone, but the universe has been pressing on their heart, pushing them to confront what they ran from, pushing them to acknowledge what they feel, pushing them to see what they risk losing if they keep pretending they don't care. And while they've been wrestling with themselves, you've been feeling the emotional echoes of their struggle. You've been having random waves of sadness, bursts of intuition, flashes of their face, sensations in your chest, because your spirits are connected in ways the two of you don't fully understand yet. Listen to this, because your heart needs it. Heaven is working on this connection in ways you can't see yet. God has been rearranging their circumstances, exposing the people around them, breaking down their ego, softening their pride, and showing them the truth about who is real and who is temporary, who is aligned with their destiny and who is a distraction, who brings peace and who drains their soul. And while this awakening is happening inside them, heaven has been shifting things around you as well. Removing people who no longer deserve access to your heart, exposing friendships that were built on convenience instead of loyalty, closing doors that were keeping you small, breaking connections that would have sabotaged your blessing before it could even reach you. Don't scroll, because your spirit needs to sit with this truth. Your elevation required separation. If certain people stayed in your life, they would have blocked your blessings, manipulated your emotions, or distracted you from the path meant only for you. You weren't abandoned, you were protected. You weren't rejected, you were redirected. You weren't forgotten, you were positioned. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. The signs you've been seeing are not random. The repeated numbers, the dreams, the strange coincidences, the emotional waves. They're all confirmations that your life is entering a divine shift, one that brings clarity, alignment, and revelation. Something you've been praying for is closer than you think. Something you thought you lost is being restored in a better form. Something that has felt confusing is about to make perfect sense. Don't scroll, because heaven needs your attention. Someone has been thinking about you at the exact moments you feel them in your spirit. Someone has been replaying conversations, wishing they had said more, wishing they had shown more, wishing they had not let their fears stop them. Someone has been waking up with your name in their mind, going to sleep with the memory of your energy, feeling things they tried to deny but can't silence anymore. This is not obsession. It's alignment. This is not coincidence, it's divine design. This is not fantasy, it's intuition speaking louder than logic. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. The connection between you and this person is awakening, strengthening, pulling tighter with every sign, every dream, every internal nudge heaven sends. They are being divinely guided back toward you, or guided to step toward you for the very first time, with honesty, vulnerability, and spiritual clarity, and nothing or no one can interfere with what God is aligning. Don't scroll, because the next part is the truth your soul has been waiting for. You are stepping into a chapter where the right people come forward, the wrong people fade away, and the person who carries a genuine connection to your soul finally reveals what has been sitting in their heart all this time. Their fears are fading. Their confusion is clearing. Their emotions are overflowing. And heaven is saying, prepare yourself, your story is about to shift. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to say is reaching you at the exact moment your spirit is finally ready to understand what's been happening around you, and your heart needs this right now more than you've needed clarity in a long time. So breathe and stay right here with me as I reveal something God has been trying to show you through signs, dreams, emotional waves, angel numbers, sudden intuition, and those strange moments where you feel watched over by something you can't see but can undeniably feel. You are in the middle of a spiritual shift so powerful that even the people connected to you, your soulmate, your friends, your family, even strangers, are feeling the change in your energy, and that's why things around you have felt intense, unpredictable, emotional, and different lately. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. God has been preparing you for a breakthrough, and breakthroughs rarely come quietly. They come with a spiritual pull, a heaviness, a restlessness, a sudden awareness that certain things, certain people, certain environments no longer fit the person you're becoming. You've been noticing that your emotions hit harder, your intuition speaks louder, and your sensitivity to energy has increased. This isn't weakness, this is awakening. God is heightening your discernment because what's ahead of you requires a clearer spirit and a stronger sense of who is for you and who isn't. And the reason your heart has been feeling so overwhelmed lately is because you've been absorbing shifts happening in the spiritual realm before they reveal themselves in your physical world. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. There is someone who's been thinking about you heavily, someone who feels tied to your spirit, someone whose emotions have been stirred every time your name comes to their mind. Even if they don't say it, even if they try to hide it, even if they pretend like they don't care. This person has been dreaming about you, waking up with your energy still on them, feeling waves of nostalgia, guilt, longing, and clarity they can no longer ignore. God is convicting their spirit because the connection between you isn't random, it's spiritual, it's written, it's purposeful. They've been seeing signs too. Numbers like 111, 222, 444, 555. Each one pushing them closer to acknowledging the truth they've been avoiding. They were meant to be part of your story, but they weren't ready for the responsibility of your heart. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. God is working on them in ways you can't see, breaking down their pride, healing their wounds, removing the distractions that kept them blind, and bringing them face to face with the feelings they've tried to bury. They feel you shifting. And it scares them, because your growth means they can't return to you the same way they left. They're being spiritually prepared, emotionally humbled, and guided toward a moment of honesty, one that will reveal truths you've been sensing but haven't heard aloud, yet. But listen, your heart needs to hear this part. God is not just preparing them for you, God is preparing you for the love, clarity, abundance, and alignment you deserve. That's why certain connections that once felt comforting now feel draining. That's why some people you used to trust suddenly feel off. That's why your spirit pulls away from anything that feels chaotic, inconsistent, or unclear. You're not being cold, you're being protected. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. You've been wondering why conversations fall apart, why plans get cancelled, why people pull back, why things feel uncertain. These are not setbacks. They are divine separations. God is removing every person who would mishandle the blessings He is preparing to place in your life. You're stepping into a chapter where your spirit must be surrounded by people who see you clearly, value you deeply, and approach you with intention, not convenience. And yes, someone has noticed your shift. Someone who once took your presence for granted now feels the absence of your energy like a cold emptiness they can't explain. They feel you slipping away spiritually, and it's waking something up inside them, something real, something vulnerable, something they can't run from anymore. But here's the part that will hit your spirit the most: their awakening is connected to your elevation. The higher God lifts you, the clearer your worth becomes, not just to them but to everyone who overlooked it. Your glow is returning. Your confidence is rising. Your intuition is sharpening. And God is saying, get ready. Because I'm aligning what is meant for you. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now. You've entered a season where anything fake will fall away, anything meant for you will rise, and anything harmful will be exposed. You will soon receive clarity about someone's true intentions, a message you've been waiting for, an answer your spirit has needed, and a breakthrough that will confirm God has been orchestrating everything all along. Your next chapter isn't approaching, it's beginning. Your spirit feels it. Your heart feels it. And soon, your reality will too. Don't scroll, because what I'm about to pour into your spirit will feel like something inside you finally clicking into place, almost like your soul has been waiting for this exact moment to breathe again, and your heart needs this right now more than you can imagine. So stay with me as every word unfolds exactly the way heaven intended. You've been moving through life lately with this strange mix of heaviness and anticipation, like something is ending, something is beginning, and something is trying to reach you from beyond what your eyes can see, and that feeling is not random, it is spiritual, it is divine, and it is a sign that God is aligning you for a major shift that will touch every part of your life, from your relationships to your purpose to the very way you see yourself. Listen to this, because your heart needs this right now. Heaven revealed that the emotional waves you've been feeling lately, the sudden exhaustion, the unexpected sadness, the strange bursts of hope that hit you in moments you don't expect, all of that is your spirit preparing for a transformation that doesn't come quietly but arrives like a sunrise after a long, dark night, slowly but undeniably pushing back every shadow that ever tried to cling to you. And don't scroll, because this part is directly for you. God showed that someone connected to your heart, someone whose energy keeps brushing against yours even when you try to ignore it, has been feeling you more intensely than ever, and the connection between you and this person has been activating them, awakening them, pulling them toward a truth they've been avoiding. And that truth is that their soul recognizes you on a level deeper than memory, deeper than logic, deeper than fear. But there's something else. Heaven showed that this person has been holding back a secret, something they didn't want you to know, something they weren't ready to admit, something that scared them because of the intensity of this bond, and even though you sensed it, even though your intuition whispered it, you didn't have the clarity until now, and here is what God revealed. They weren't avoiding you because they didn't care, they were avoiding you because they cared too much, because the emotions you awakened in them were too powerful for the version of themselves they were trying to cling to. Listen, your heart needs this right now. God has been working on them, softening their fears, breaking down their pride, exposing their distractions, and removing the noise around them so they can finally hear what heaven has been telling them about you all along, and the reason you've been feeling their emotions so intensely, almost like your spirit has been carrying a weight that isn't yours, is because their breakthrough is tied to yours, their awakening is tied to yours, and their next step is connected to the next chapter of your life. But don't scroll, because heaven showed something else. God has been clearing your path, removing people who drained you, exposing intentions you were too pure to notice, shutting doors you would have tried to reopen, and breaking connections that would have blocked the blessings coming toward you right now. And even though the recent shifts have felt confusing, painful, or sudden, they were necessary. God didn't want you attached to anything that could not go where you are about to be elevated, and here's where your spirit is going to react. God is sending a sign tonight, a confirmation, a message through numbers, dreams, symbols, or a person, and when you see it, you'll feel a pull in your chest, a warmth, a recognition, like your soul saying, "This is the moment I've been waiting for." Because heaven wants to make sure you don't step into your next season blind, insecure, or afraid. Listen, don't scroll, because this part carries divine weight. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't walked into, blessings are lining up in ways that will shock you, and a breakthrough is gathering around your life like a storm ready to burst. Not a destructive storm, but a cleansing one, washing away everything that ever dimmed your spirit or delayed your destiny. And there's more. Heaven revealed that the connection you've been feeling, the love you've been sensing, the emotional pull you haven't been able to explain, is not only real, it's divinely orchestrated, and God is about to bring clarity to it in a way that erases every doubt you ever had. You will receive a message, a sign, a moment of truth that lifts the weight off your heart and allows you to breathe in a way you haven't in a long time. But I need you to hear this. Your spirit is stepping into a chapter of divine alignment, where the right people show up, the right opportunities unfold, the right love reveals itself, and the right doors open without force, fear, or confusion, because what God is sending you isn't temporary, isn't fragile, isn't chaotic, it is stable, mature, destined, and spiritually aligned. Don't scroll, because heaven whispered one final truth for you tonight. The delay was protection, the waiting was preparation, and the heaviness was transformation, and now your life is about to shift so dramatically that even you won't believe how quickly everything changes, and when it does, you will look back at this moment and say, "This was the message God sent exactly when I needed it."